our share of bad hair days. Are you ready for a change? Lock it and love it with Lock and Love Salon, conveniently located at 8117 Liberty Road, Windsor Mills, Maryland. Start your lock journey today. Lock and Love's professional services and artistic designs will keep you blazing in the hottest trends while maintaining and protecting your hair. Honey, Lock and Love is an experience. Once you try Lock and Love Salon, you won't try anyone else. Lock and Love offers starter and maintenance locks, fox locks, detox, shampooing and conditioning, lock treatment, lock extension, coloring, and much more. Sorry, but Lock and Love doesn't accept walk-ins. What are you waiting for? Call 410-970-3791 to set up your appointment today. Lock and Love is on Facebook, so remember to like, follow, and share.
All right. Good evening. All right, guys. We are officially on Listen, Linda. The phenomenal Jacquiline Cox is not on today. Unfortunately, Jacquiline is sick. So you guys make sure that you guys keep Jackie in your thoughts and prayers so that she's able to return to doing her phenomenal show. And we're going to try to continue in her stead. All right, we're going to definitely try to continue in our stead. So I have with me on this evening the sensational Dr. T.R.I.V.I.A Payne. Dr. T.R.I.V.I.A Payne, you gonna say hello to everybody?
Hello.
We gotta turn up because if this was Jackie, like the amp would be just like up here. So we gotta be able to serve that energy. So how you feeling, Dr. T.R.I.V.I.A Payne?
Look, I'm feeling fine. Look, I just make sure y'all post on here that everything that we say is not the representation of Listen Linda.
That's right. These views do not reflect Listen Linda or Waiting Room or Jacquiline Cox. These are solely the views of Shadell, Wesley, and T.R.I.V.I.A Payne. All right. Okay. So on today, we are spilling some major tea. Major tea. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure that you are in the building on tonight because we have some phenomenal news. Not only are we going to be talking about the Missions Meets Ministry fashion show, spilling tea on that. Not only are we going to be talking about the sensational Dr. Velma Bagby and her amazing new book entitled The Wrong Catch. Not only
Wait a minute, you got the book already? I'm feeling some kind of way. What happened?
Hold on, we'll talk about it later. I had to do this because I had to get my little tea.
Okay, let's get ready to go get my book right now. Don't even worry about
it. Get your book right now. Okay, and not only are we talking about Laquita Parks and her sensational book, Ouch Lies Hurt with Anthony Wallace, not only are we spilling tonight on tea tonight about she said yes to herself, but wait a minute. Y'all got to be ready for this. Tell me if y'all ready. Tonight, we are dropping excerpts from the phenomenal Jacquiline Cox herself and her amazing new book entitled Mountains Cannot Rise Without Earthquakes. Y'all better get ready, because you guys are going to hear it first on tonight. That's right. Jacquiline can't be here tonight, but we are going to do our queen some justice, and we are going to drop some gems from this amazing new book that you have to go out and pre-order today. And if you go ahead and do that, say I got my pre-order on YoungSaveLeaders.com and put done and a screenshot of your purchase, then I'm going to go ahead and gift you a complimentary copy of this amazing book by Dr. Velma Bagby entitled The Wrong Catch. Okay. So that's right. So if you guys go ahead and make sure that you purchase a pre-order copy of Jacqueline's book, Mountains Cannot Rise Without Earthquakes, then you're going to receive a free ebook copy of this amazing new book by Dr. Velma Bagby that is taking Amazon by storm. So you better make sure you go ahead and get those books today. Books. What
I'm
is
getting ready to buy
Jacqueline?
both of those books just so that I can get the covers because them covers are amazing.
Girl, look at this. Ain't she nice? Ain't she though? Look at
Yes,
that. Look at God. I'm feeling her. We're gonna read some excerpts from her too. So I'm just really, 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 really excited. Trivia, are you excited? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for we getting ready to spill on tonight?
absolutely. You already know.
Okay, all right,
And
all
I
right.
should have my books in the next couple hours because I'm getting ready to order my books. Like I'm having a problem right now.
Come on, get
I
these
need the
books. Let me.
hardcover. The hard copy right there.
Only just nice, all glossy, girl. And I got
Yes.
my bookmark too. So you want to make sure that you get this book from Dr. Vilma Bagby herself. This copy, the paper copy, because not only is it going to come with an amazing bookmark, but she'll also sign your book like she did mine. So y'all want to make sure y'all get that. Hey, Jackie. We knew you couldn't stay away. She's sick and she's still logged in. I'm telling you, the girl's
Right.
work ethic is there. Get you some
Look,
sleep,
I ain't
focus.
gonna be. I will not be shocked if she jump in the guest room talk about
That's
I'm
what I
coming
told
on.
her. I said, I won't be surprised if I see you on tonight. I know you don't feel well, but I won't be surprised if I see
Right.
Miss Jacqueline Cox herself because she just loves her show and she loves showing up for those who support her. So, guys, make sure that you guys go over and send. I don't know. At some point, we'll be dropping Jackie's Cash App because, of course, Jackie always delivers quality content. And we definitely have to keep her on Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network. So make sure you go ahead and
Look
send
at
out.
Raven. She already on it.
Come on, Raven.
Yeah.
Come through, Raven. Raven, I love you, girl. I do. I do. Thank you so much for supporting everything. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow that right there so that you can go ahead and cash app Young Save Leaders so we can make sure that we have enjoyable content, things that are going to be up and coming on Trivia's Inspiration Radio Network so that you go ahead and make sure that you cash out my girl Jacqueline B. Cox and keep her in this amazing show, Listen Linda, on the air. So let's make sure we do that tonight, ladies. All right, and gentlemen. Okay, I got so much tea to spill, but let me see. I'm gonna start first with the woman of the hour, Miss Jacqueline B. Cox, and her excerpt from her book. Now I'm gonna tell y'all guys this. I am one of her beta readers. Oh yes, your girl right here is one of her beta readers, and it's like one of them books. Okay, how many of y'all when y'all be watching Jackie, y'all be like, wait a minute, she say that? Did she just do that? And y'all like, I don't know. I'm feeling this girl energy like it's amp. Like y'all ain't seen nothing. Y'all haven't seen anything. You got to get the book.
You
When you
gotta
read
get
the
the
book,
book.
oh, okay. It's one of those books that you gotta hold on to your seat. You gotta clutch your pearls. You gotta, take a couple of deep breaths before you're getting ready to read. It's just like that, just like how she is in real life. That's how it is on this amazing new book. I am
Jackie
so
said, "Where did the bee come from?" I'm sorry, because I'm sitting here laughing.
tell her it's one of them nights. I'm amped up on my own juice. I got Kool-Aid here.
Okay.
So give me a second. All right, let me see. Let me get this, Miss Jacqueline. Hold on, let me see. So y'all get ready. Trivia, while I'm pulling this up, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little something while I'm getting this pulled up. Let's see.
Well, first of all, I've started reading the book, and I don't know if I'm exactly a beta reader or just a good friend,
Yeah, you a
but
beta reader because if
I'm
you got it
like,
before it's even yes.
let me tell
Of
you how
course.
I'm like, Jackie, is this for real? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, that's the truth. So I'm excited.
Well, first of all, we all know Jackie is straight no chaser. She gonna tell it like it I is, like it T.I.V.A is, like it is. Okay, so of course I love poetry, so I'm gonna open up with her poem that opens up the book, that sets the whole entire tone for the book, and it's entitled "Mountains Can't Rise Without Earthquakes," and it says, "My love, you may not know a lot about my past. I've been up and down and turned all around. I honestly thought my life wouldn't last. There are some things about my history that I swore I would take to my grave. But if I did, I would have lived my life as a kid, never to be strong, never to be free. My love, I hope you understand this woman I have became. I was shaken and stirred and twisted and turned and erupted like a volcano, but yet have not burned. Sorry, yet to be burned. You say I am a strong woman, driven, willpower, and full of hope, but only if you knew the true roads I traveled, the endless battles as I held on for dear life to the ropes. I climbed those mountains, all the while shouting, couldn't do any pouting, or I would have gotten devoured. I made it out the gutter. I made it to dry land. But just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, my feet began to sink in quicksand. And there I was again, spinning in twisters, life crumbling like rocks. But God never left my side. He continued to pull all the stops. He continued to make a way because my faith never wandered or wavered. Though life was falling apart around me, I knew he lived within me. It never crossed my mind, no, not one time, that the enemy could be a threat to me. Roses can grow from concrete just as pressure makes diamonds. But me, myself, I like to describe myself as a mountain that rolls through my earthquakes. First of all, serving major T on here. Come on, mountains. I don't know if
Right.
y'all love poetry the way I love poetry, but let me just say, sis is serving major T. Yes, yes, yes. I'm all the way here for it. All the way here for it. This is mountains cannot rise without earthquakes. That's just so powerful. Let me just get ready to snip into this story. Now, like I said before, again, this is so powerful. This is an excerpt from inside the book, and it says, and I saw the green light, and I knew I was free. I jumped on the green light, so happy to get to my man that I didn't stop to call first. And I made it to his house. I figured I would just call him when I got there. And I knew he would take me, he would take care of me. The last time I talked to him, he told me that I could stay with him as long as I wanted because he loved me and his grandmother loved me. And hey, that was all that really mattered. And I believed him. One thing about me, I never lied about my age to anyone. And unfortunately, that never stopped men from taking advantage of me. I rung the doorbell to his grandmother's house, and grandma let me in. And she didn't know anything about our relationship that I had with our grandson, but my best friend did. That's why when I walked into the door, my best friend stopped me and pulled me into the hallway. Terrence here with somebody else, she whispered. I said, stop playing, girl. Terrence is with me. No, he's here with his ex-girlfriend, Jessica. He's been back and forth with her since before you left your grandmother's house. But I just found out tonight because I heard him talking. So when you get in there, don't act like no fool. Just act like they don't even faze you. As the tears began to well up in my eyes, he was the reason that I had jeopardized everything. You see, he was the reason why I started hanging out all night. He was the reason I had skipped school. He was the reason why I started disobeying my grandmother. He was the reason I would never have had the courage to leave my grandmother's house if it had not been for him. I would still be with my family. I had risked everything for his love because I thought that he loved me. Did he not understand how my world was being turned upside down? Tears rolled down my friend's face as she saw the heartbreak that registered in my eyes, and our hearts broke together. And as we sat in the hallway together, we cried. And I knew that it would be the last time that I would let a man break my heart. He just broke the wrong heart, I said. Game time. Now, I don't know about you, sis, but I've been there, right? A man telling you something, making you believe something that just ain't true, right?
Right.
Painting you a picture of roses in the sky. You thinking everything is everything. Me and this guy gonna be happily ever after. And guess what? That happily ever after is gone. Trivia, go ahead and talk about it because everybody done been through. I know I done had some of my days, right?
Let me tell you something, girl.
Come
When
on.
I read that and then I'm listening to you, first of all, your accent just makes it just be like,
I had no accent.
I'm all mesmerized and like, oh, it didn't sound like that when I read it. But it just really brought back so many memories because in real life, I think a lot of our first, not everybody, but a lot of our first is that situation in different forms. And I was thinking to myself, how dumb was I when I was 17 years old? Because that just sounds just like me. I'm like, wait a minute, what was I doing? Hooking school, and what was I doing being disobedient? But
Girl.
thanks
Just
to
knowing this
God,
man loved me. He loved me. We gonna be
right.
together.
Ain't nobody
Girl.
going. He ain't gonna never do me wrong. I'm gonna
Girl.
be his one and only. No,
Yes, pretty much. And it's not that is not that's not what's happening, but that's the narrative uh that we just hear all the time. Like, girl, you the only one. And you find out it's her and her and her down the street and Tasha around the way and little Jackie over here and Trish over there. You like, wait a minute. I thought it was me and you. It's a whole family of us. It's a whole tribe. So I mean, it really registered me. I don't know what woman or even some men who cannot resonate with that story. It's just powerful, just gripping you, the emotion, all of the things that were going into the moment. I can't tell you everything that happened, but it was some things that was going on that was really pressing her to get to his house. And then when she got there and saw it, I'm just like, oh, I'm shook. I'm like, wait a
that's
minute.
why they gotta get the
How
book.
is this happening right now? Like this should not be going on in this story. Everything that she was risking to get there to him, for him to turn around and just not be the person he was supposed to be, or the person he was claiming to be.
But guess what? When they get the
What?
book, they're gonna get all that.
If they get the book, because I can't even tell y'all what led up to her going. So you got to get the whole tea. I can't give y'all everything, but you got to see what happened that pushed her into doing this, into running there, into seeing all this thing. Girl, I was just shook. So I'm like, I got to share this part right here. Tea spilled. I'm going to share one more excerpt because she said I can do what I want to do, and we could do what we want to do
And do
on
what
Listen
we wanna
Linda
do on
tonight.
Listen Linda.
You said what?
We can do what we want to do on Listen Linda. She ain't here today.
That's what she, and she didn't even care. She was like, y'all just do. I'm like, okay, don't tell us nothing else. We got you. Okay, so let's see this next excerpt because I felt these. These was the ones that had just like really reached out to me, and I feel like it's just going with our overall theme on tonight. So this is another story. This is not the same guy. This is somebody different. All right. So it says, we left together that night, both upset at each other. And I stayed with him that night. But the next night I left. He had had a huge blow up and he admitted everything to me. And he didn't hold back anything. He did some things that were unforgivable, that I was not aware of. It was a situation that could never be repaired. Once again, I was out in the cold, snowing weather, and I took the train home, crying the whole time. How could I be so stupid? How could I believe this fool? I vowed that night that I would never see him again. And I called Angie, and she picked me up from the train. She hugged me, and she told me everything's going to be okay, Jackie. And that she was so sorry that she even introduced me to him. And I told her it wasn't her fault. It's not your fault. You never intended for us to date. He was just a friend of yours, and I was the one who allowed him to manipulate me into a one-sided relationship that only benefited him. What I didn't know was the night of my birthday that we conceived a child. I didn't know until 4 months later, and my sister stayed with me at the time, and we both thought that she was pregnant. So we both took a pregnancy test, and while hers came back negative, Mine came back positive. I only took the test so she would take it. And I prayed that it wasn't true. But I went on with my life, ignoring it as if my prayers had already been answered. And my dad was in the hospital and I had to go see him. And my father, as I visited my father's hospital room, what seemed to be like a great visit. But suddenly I became dizzy. I hadn't eaten the whole day, so I figured that was the reason. And so I tried to make it to the vending machine, but I passed out before I got there. And when I woke up, I was in a hospital bed, 3 doors down from my dad. And the doctor came in, and as they were waking me up, he told me that I was dehydrated and that maybe I was pregnant. They drew some blood to be sure and they made me provide a urine sample in a cup. And once the results came back, they saw that I was pregnant. When they did the ultrasound, they concluded that I was about 16 weeks. I told them that they were lying. I got up to leave, and when I got up, the doctor and the nurse pleaded with me to make the right decision because it was too late to abort, and that would be murder. But I didn't know what to do. I could barely take care of myself. I hadn't been with anyone else, so I was extremely scared. I did the only thing that I knew how to do, and that was survive. So buckle up, y'all. I'm just getting started. That's how it just ends right there. I'm just, from the buckle up, y'all, I mean the emotion. I'm going to tell you, just being honest, transparency moment. I've been there. When you taking that pregnancy test and you like, dear God, please, if you let me get out of this, Jesus.
Right.
This all the stuff I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, Lord. I'm going to bless you. I'm going to do this. I'm about to repent. I'm about to change my ways. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And when that pregnancy test come back and that thing say positive, it be like, Lord Jesus, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Ladies, you been there? You been there at that moment?
Been there, done that 5 times.
Yeah. When I tell you, when I was reading the story, I'm like, sis, I relate. Because I've been there. I walked that road. I did that. Like, oh, shoot. You feel like, Miss Seeley. No, not Miss Seeley. Miss Sophie. Sat in that jail. Girl. Like, them test results better not be positive. But I'm telling you, but God does some amazing things. He said, not 5 times. No, but God does some amazing things throughout your tragedies. The story really yields a beautiful fruit because all diamonds are formed from pressure. And all the pressure that Jackie went through, and she survived, and she came down out 10 times stronger, 10 toes standing down, rooting and being amazing, accomplishing so many phenomenal things. And so I say, I see you, sis, on tonight. Y'all better stop what you're doing. Go over to Young Saved Leaders and grab my girl's book on tonight. Remember, if you purchase the book and show proof of your purchase at www.youngsavedleaders.com, then again, I'm going to gift you an e-copy of this amazing new book by Dr. Vilma Bagby entitled The Wrong Catch. So let's switch gears real quick. We're talking about lies, right? And people being deceived. I'm going to tell you right now, people really need to learn as children to stop with the lies. People need to learn as kids to do what? See this cup right here? Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Truth. So that bridges us right over here to this next segue, which is my girl, Miss Laquita Parks. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? And this trick will work for your kids and for your grown man who act like he don't know how to tell the truth too. There is an amazing, phenomenal book right now by Laquita Parks and Anthony Wallace entitled "Ouch, Lies Hurt." Now, first of all, it gives an amazing message, especially when the world around here is so full of chaos and people living in toxic situations and all types of things that are just bad for our mental, spiritual, and physical well-being. So I want to say on tonight, make sure that your children are receiving some type of positive instruction, some godly instruction. They can get all these amazing principles about knowing how the damaging effects of lies and what those lies can lead to by this amazing book by Laquita Parks and Anthony Wallace entitled Ouch, Lies Hurt. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Laquita has an amazing song. I'm like, first of all, she's an amazing publisher and author, CEO, founder. She's involved with so many projects. She's a writer for I Am Magazine. She does so many phenomenal things. Of course, you know, she's on that She Said Yes to Herself Unapologetically Summit administration team. But she's adding to her list of credentials because she is also doing jingles now. She has a whole amazing video about the concept of ouch, lies, hurt. So not only do you get this phenomenal book that teaches some adorable and very Christian-like themes as I'm telling the truth, but you also get this amazing sing-along. So make sure that you guys head on over to www.payprovpublishing.com. Again, that's www.payprovpublishing.com. Trivia, did you have anything you wanted to add about that?
First of all, when I saw that book, I was like, I wish we would have had it like when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One of the first books I'm gonna give to my grandson because although he has a lot of books, it's nothing like teaching your kids not to lie
Yes.
because they come out lying.
Mm-hmm.
Heard a preacher say that years ago, like our kids come out and they don't know any better and they just lie. You ask them, did they do something? They're like, I didn't do that. No, I didn't. So just teaching kids at an early age that those lies hurt, I think it's phenomenal. And I've even seen that book as well. And I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. See, and then ladies and gentlemen, we start showing these young men and women that ouch lies hurt right now, then they won't be growing up into these relationships, carrying these little lies in these relationships with them, right?
Absolutely.
Because Jackie's book dealt a lot with talking about the different various relationships, and there was a lot of deception that was going on. So again, lies hurt, lies devastate, lies wound, lies can kill your ambitions, your dreams, your aspirations because you are thinking that the picture is one way, but really it's something totally different. So again, ouch,
Eh,
lies hurt. Make sure you go get that on www.payprovpublishing.com. That's PAPROVIPUBLISHING.com. There it goes.
A B C D E F G.
Payprovpublishing.com. PUBLISHING. Right. So let's see. We're just warming up. We're just warming up. Okay. All right. So we talked mountains cannot rise without earthquakes, right? By our phenomenal woman, CEO. She's mogul. She's a future thyroid cancer survivor, future lupus survivor, all these amazing things. She's an amazing host. All those things. Make sure you go ahead and pick up that book today at www.youngsaveleaders.com. .myshopify.com. Make sure you pick that up. And again, if you do so, you're going to get an ebook copy of this amazing book, The Wrong Catch. So, drum roll, please. All right. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dive into this book on tonight. Now, first of all, Jackie's book spilled tea on what dating a fool looks like. Because how many of y'all have dated a fool? Raise your hand. Drop it in the chat. I done dated a fool. Girl, this girl right here. I done dated a couple of fools. Lord help me. I just,
Only a couple.
Girl.
I done dated a lot of fools. I used to tell my girls, like, just find one because men are stupid. But the Bible does say he who finds a wife. So hopefully somebody
Finds a
finds
good thing. Finds himself a good thing. Jackie said, amen. I had all the fools. Girl, I don't know about that because it was supposed to be going around. I done had several.
Right.
So if you were listening to Jacqueline's story, then you can resonate. And you like, girl, I got to see how she made it through because some of y'all might still be going through a situation. First of all, let me say that Jacqueline is on the other side of her story because she's with her own Boaz, Mr. Cox, who's amazing. Yep. So she
And
didn't came
teaching them
out of that. Okay.
and
I was
teaching them
saying,
young
she
men.
looking back on that life. She ain't living that life right now. She got to look back and see that thing because that ain't where she is right now. She's up there living her best life with Mr. Cox. So I'm just saying, you need to look at this book to see how she avoided how to get up out of that and to have a new thing, right? And walking in with her Boaz and walking into her sunsets. So you better
But
get
wait a
this
minute
book so you
though.
can figure that out.
But do you
Huh?
follow how they got them little baby Boazes? Like we already getting prepped and prepared. I was like, okay. The little baby boy called me beautiful today. I was like, okay.
See, that's what you got to train up a child in the way
Yes.
to go. So when he is old, I know that's right. She said, I deserve him, baby. Come through. Talk your stuff. We here for it. We're here for it.
Right.
Shoot. I put the now see this woman trying to drop gems on tonight. She said I put the work in like Ruth. Well, come
I know
through.
that's right.
I ain't even mad at you. I'm really not. I'm feeling that. So, ladies, again, if you're trying to come through your season and you like, I want to get some inspiration, then go ahead and read Mountains Cannot Rise. Pre-order your book today. Chibi, why don't you go ahead and talk for a minute so I can find my page that I wanted to read?
Well, I just want to say to my husband, my boys,
We'll go through. Come on.
I'm still working. I'm trying to get to be a Ruth, but I ain't got that yet. But bear with me. I'm okay. We gonna do this. I done
Girl,
had, look, I done dated some
excuse
fools, so I
me.
gotta catch up.
Girl, the devil is a lie. You a whole roof. What are you talking
Girl,
about?
I'm trying to get past the fools so I can appreciate my boys that I got.
Girl, you
I'm
past
getting there.
darling.
Wait a minute, what Jackie say? I told y'all these ain't the views that listen Linda, but this is something she would say. What had happened was I'm a what she say? I'm a rough. I can't even get the words out. I'm rough around the edges. That's who I am. I'm still
Okay,
rough
that's
around the
them
edges.
Jackieisms. That's what I be calling them. When
Yeah,
she
them
like,
Jackieisms.
she was saying little stuff like, it'd be funny. I'd be tickled in my whole spirit. I really do. I really do. I really do. Let me stop talking. Go ahead and talk for one more second. I gotta find my part. I hate when I'm be half blind. So give me a second. Go ahead and talk for a second while I find my page. Because I had some stuff I really wanted to drop on that I felt like really tied in to what Jacqueline book was talking about.
So I know you're gonna talk about this later, but I do want to give incentive for you to get Jackie's book, which in turn you'll get the e-version of Dr. Velma's book. And if you submit that tonight, then you can be entered into a drawing to receive tickets to our fashion show if you're in the
Mm.
Baltimore and surrounding areas. So get those books tonight. I'm excited. I'm gonna get mine and I can't win. So but I'm gonna get mine, and if I win, I'll give my ticket to somebody else in the Baltimore area.
I love it. I love it. So tell them a little bit about the fashion show trivia.
I was waiting on you to get past all of these book reviews
Hold
and
on.
over.
Give me 1 second. All right.
See, there she go, a little rough and tough with my afro puffs.
Girl, rage. Rock on with your
That's
bad
a
self.
jazz. That's a Jackieism.
Girl. Yeah, let me see. Okay. So, guys, if you guys don't know who the phenomenal, sensational Dr. Velma Bagby is, then you have got to know because, first of all, she's an amazing woman of God. She's a minister, she's a certified life coach, she's a relationship expert. First of all, the woman has been married for 49 years. Come on, 49 blissful years. Because if you're just married and you don't like when you married to that man, you're like, I'm just doing this to survive. I don't really want to be with this man.
And
And I
she
I
got
don't want to
and
listen
she
to.
got and she got married when she was one.
Don't she look amazing? She's
Yes.
just so gorgeous. Just immensely gorgeous. Immensely gorgeous. Um, Okay. I'm gonna have to just pick something. I had a spot and then my kids came and messed with my book. That's what I'm gonna say. My kids messed with it. Okay. Okay. All right. So here I am. This is from again The Wrong Catch from Dr. Velma Bagby. And this is an excerpt from this amazing book. All right. Sorry, I gotta make sure to do that. Dang it, I hate when I. Nope, it's not this page. The anticipation is building up. I'm gonna just start here. Okay, so thank you again for your feedback. It is very encouraging. It's time to move into our afternoon discussion about the other Bass brother. What we know is that it is a member of the smallmouth bass and also sought after like the fishing tournaments because he too is great at fighting. Some believe that this fish builds its strength by hanging out in rivers and streams, and it uses the current to stay strong and toned and physically powerful, which helps them fight better. They describe catching a smallmouth bass like catching a shark. A shark on land is like a crook. He schemes and does what's necessary to achieve what he wants. But first of all, now, that wasn't even what I was supposed to be reading, but didn't that just fit totally in line with what we was just reading? But mountains cannot rise without earthquakes. How many of y'all know somebody who be doing stuff? They ain't really honest. They just scheming, just doing what they can enough to get by.
Mhm.
Girl, hold on. Let me come through with this. Since you will all seem to appreciate seeing the person in the story face to face, I'm thrilled about our next story. Let me allow the presenter to take the podium while I take my seat. He then walked back to his seat and sat down. The woman looked perplexed and wondered, what's happening? I'm excited. We get another surprise? With curious expressions on their faces, they looked around the room, hoping to see the speaker rise from her chair. But no one got up. As soon as the conversation buzzing around the room turned silent, they heard footsteps. The women turned to the face in the direction of the footsteps and watched a woman walk into the room and they head toward the podium. Once she arrived, they watched as she placed some papers on top of the podium, then enthusiastically spoke. Hello, ladies, how are you? The women replied in unison, Hi. Thank God for this opportunity to join you today. I am a woman of faith and grateful to Pastor Grayson, who asked me to come share my story with you. I want you to know that I'm excited and hope you enjoy my presentation. Let's just put a pin at that right there. First of all, I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity of watching Dr. Velma Bagby live in the flesh offer these presentations. When I tell you they are powerful, they are insightful. That woman is dropping so many gems. It's just like catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it, catch it. It's so much, wisdom on top of wisdom on top of more wisdom. It's like going to a treasure hunt and picking up all the goodies. I know when I was a kid, I loved scavenger hunts. I love finding all the little clues to go get all the little prizes and little treats. That's what obtaining one of her books and attending one of her in-live person sessions is like. You're getting all these amazing gems, just like these women are in this book. It's just so amazing. I'm going to take another excerpt really quickly.
And Jackie said she keeps it 100. I think she is 100. She is the 100 of the 100.
She ain't even want her. That girl keep it 1,000.
Right.
That girl keeps it 1,000. So let me see. I'm gonna come back to this in a second while I'm doing this. I'm gonna take we're gonna take a pause for the cause on this. Read the last couple of pages, Jackie. I said I had a part that I be wanting to read. I'm gonna go ahead and read what the host told me to read.
All
I'm
right,
going
she
to
said
be
just read the
obedient.
last line. The last line was breathtaking.
After a minute, Grayson continued. This has been an exceptional series. Both Veronica and I are ecstatic we could offer this conference and all our surprise speakers. You are all having this place with new knowledge and lots of great tools in your folders to help you continue your journey. We are available if you need to talk with us about any of our discussions or if you feel you could use a one on one session. We look forward to offering more. Based on the responses we've received, there will be more sessions in the future. In addition, I am exploring the idea of a conference for the men. The ladies yelled and clapped. Outstanding, outstanding. It's so needed, Pastor. Look at God. Centered on my meetings with the guys, there are women who are the wrong catch too. Bow, Mike.
Mic drop.
Okay. Every catch should have a minimum of Christ-like characteristics at the core seat of the heart. Several women yelled responses. Hey, talk, Pastor. Yes, Lord. Beautiful acronym. Grayson said, don't worry, ladies. I have a handout showing the catch acronym. Uh-oh. Catch. Christ-like characteristics. C. Act. A. The T. Core. C. So the core is like the seat. And H is of the heart. So catch. CATCH. Christ-like characteristics at the core of the heart. That just sums it up. Because if a man loves God, if God is seated at the throne of his heart, then he's going to know how to love you affectionately, fervently, and he's going to love you just like Christ loved the church and be willing to put his life on the line for you. All right, so it says I didn't want you to see it too early, but please pick up your handout on the table before you leave. Now, I'm going to just talk about this because I can't find it right now. I'm getting irritated. But it's a character in here. His name is Savion the Salmon. And I don't know about you, but sometimes you can put everything in to trying to get this man. You cooking for him, you cleaning, you showing up, you getting your hair snatched, you're putting on your waist trainer, you're putting out your best, you're putting this perfume on, you're doing everything you can do that you could possibly do to try to catch the man and bring the man in. But no matter what you're doing, he's just like that salmon, because salmon are trophy fish, and trophy fish do not want to get caught. And so the angler is the person who's fighting to get the fish out of the water. And to them, the joy of it is in the hunt itself of trying to get the fish. But all the while, the salmon is fighting like, get this hook off me. I don't want it. Let me out of here. I don't want to do this with you. Nope. And it's men that are just like that. I don't care what kind of bait you are using, ladies. I don't care what you're doing. No matter what you do, they like, no, you can't catch me. You can try all that. You can use all the bait you want to use. I ain't going for it. And that's exactly what happens in a lot of relationships. So watch out for them salmon. Like I said, Dr. Velma Bagby is dropping some serious gems in this amazing book. Make sure you get it. First of all, go over to Amazon to get the ebook. We can go ahead and push her to number one. So go stop what you're doing. Go right on over to Amazon right now and get her book. But if you want, after we secure the bestseller, because she got to get number one in all three categories, then y'all can go pick up this this paperback copy at info@drvelma.com and pick up that paper copy so she can sign it.
Look, I just gotta say amen to Miss Carolyn Coleman.
What she say?
It's getting ready to come up. She said no wifey benefits at girlfriend wages.
Go now. See that woman is smart. That smart woman right there. She says, "When if you're gonna access me, honey, you gonna purchase the whole cow. We ain't just doing no milk service around here. You got to get the whole cow." I don't do no wifely duties at girlfriend wages. So you better level up and come meet me on my level. That woman is amazing. I love
Yeah.
that woman. She's amazing. Okay. My time is running down, so we're going to hit these last couple of subjects really quickly. Again, don't forget to go over to Cash App my girl at Young Save Leaders on Cash App so we can keep this amazing show going. Again, it's Listen Linda and The Waiting Room by the amazing Jacqueline Cox. She don't got no B in her name, so take that out. I put a B in there early. Take that out. Then
That is a B. Jackie Boss Lady Cop. I got it.
there you go, trivia. Nice save. Go ahead and get this phenomenal book by Dr. Jacquiline Bagby entitled The Wrong Catch. Hey, Laquita, go right on over to www.paidforobee.publishing.com and pick up I'm gonna say Dr. Laquita Parks and Anthony Wallace's new amazing book that helps teaches children the benefit of telling the truth and being honest and learning that lies really do hurt. Okay, last two subjects. We finna go. Trivia, you ready?
I thought you had your book in hand. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to do
I
that.
do. I do. We finna talk about this real quick. We finna spill tea on this. Okay. I'm gonna find an excerpt in her real quick because I felt like this really kind of went with what we were talking about on tonight. I was trying to get things that kind of went into a whole little thought. And so in Jackie's book, we discovered, what it's like in a relationship when you're really dating the wrong catch. We went into Laquita's book and talking about how lies do hurt and people utilizing deception and how it's good to have kids learn at an early age, the benefit of being honest and telling the truth. And then we swung over and learned how not to date a fool by Dr. Jacquiline Bagby. Now we're going to go ahead and pencil in on this book right here entitled She Said Yes to Herself Unapologetically. And we're reading like this: you get what you allow. Our affirmation is what's allowed will continue. Remember, what you tolerate today teaches people how to treat you tomorrow. I'm gonna say that one again because it just rolled off the tongue when I say it. Okay, our affirmation and the name of the title is you get what you allow. What's allowed will continue. Remember, what you tolerate today teaches people how to treat you tomorrow. It says, hello, gorgeous. How many times do you think I've made the statement only to repeat it again? This is the last time you'll treat me like this. Too many times, if I'm being perfectly honest. I had to hit my head countless times before I finally realized that my behavior played a role in how people treated me. Sure, what they did was unquestionably wrong, but the people who have mistreated me have done so in a large part because I was willing to accept the unacceptable. Let's be honest. And is this something that you're guilty of? And yes, I know. People can do some very cruel things, even the seemingly unimaginable at times when we least expect it. But what was your response to their undesirable behavior? What did your reaction tell the person? Did your responses indicate that you would accept similar behaviors from them in the future? This statement is not referring to abuse in any of its forms because abuse is something that occurs outside of our control, and it's not okay. And if you are experiencing abuse, whether it's sexual, physical, mental, verbal, or emotional, you need to seek help of a licensed professional immediately. And I provide some list of numbers that you can call to contact to get the help that you may need. It goes on to say that what the previous statement is referencing are things within our control. There are times when we must decide whether or not further association with a particular person is helpful to our ability to grow and thrive. This doesn't give us the license to carry a long pair of shearing scissors to cut off someone's access to us for the slightest offense, but what it does is provides two important tools: accountability and empowerment. If we are constantly cutting people off, How do we develop conflict resolution skills? We will end up lonely and bitter. We teach people how to treat us. We show them both what we will and what we will not tolerate. You can get my book over on Amazon for only 99 cents. That's right. Pick it up.
99 cents?
The
That's less
ebook,
than a
yes.
dollar.
Yes, it's not even a dollar. All right, so we talked about she said yes to herself. We talked about the wrong catch. We talked about ouch lies hurt, and we talked about mountains do not rise without earthquakes. Now, for these last minutes that we have on this show today, we're going to spill tea about what's going on in Baltimore, Maryland on May 13th, 2023, from 12 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Trivia, what's going on in Maryland?
Well, if you don't know by now, you will never, never know. But I'm gonna tell you
They
tonight.
finna know today. They finna know right
I'm
now. If they
about to
didn't,
tell you right now. In Baltimore, we are going to have a pre-Mother's Day fashion show. I'm excited about this fashion show because it's gonna be honoring two of my favorite things in the world: missions and ministry. So I'm sorry, y'all, because I am sitting here trying to multitask, and y'all
that's
know I
good.
multitask at my worst. So we are celebrating missions and ministries. Everybody knows that organizations and churches are out here serving the people. We are giving back, and we're bringing seven organizations and seven churches together to rip the runway. And guess what? You can attend for $65. El General admissions tickets are $65. They go up as of May the 1st. And if you get your tickets before April the 25th, you will definitely walk away with an amazing gift. So why not get your ticket before April 25th? It's only a couple days away. What, 1 or 2 days? But the tickets are on sale right now. General admissions tickets are $65. VIP is $100. We have sponsorship opportunities. Every dollar raised for our event outside of the venue goes directly to sponsoring kids for summer camp. So instead of them having to pay $150 for camp, they'll only have to pay $100. L Camp is a travel camp. So let me tell you, can I tell you all about L Camp?
Please do.
L Camp is so amazing. We take inner city kids out of Baltimore and we take them to surrounding counties where they get to engage and interact and do activities that kids who have to pay $300-400 a week to go to these camps, they get it minimum charge with us. So our children learn to swim, they learn archery tag, they learn how to interact with animals, and most importantly, they learn the word of God while they're engaging in activities. So I'm excited because we um we get to serve our community and give back, and we don't have to worry about telling children that they can't come. So I'm excited this year. We have a phenomenal program, but you need to come to the fashion show because it's a dynamic experience. And I'm going to steal some time, Raven, but one thing about the fashion show is not only do we have some phenomenal models, we have raffles on top of raffles on top of raffles. We have organizations who are donating some amazing baskets like spa days, massages, free swim days, family swim days, um a corn maze adventure where in October you can take your family to the corn maze. It is some amazing baskets. Then we have a 50-50 raffle. Everybody knows that I'm the queen of 50-50 raffles. I cannot participate, so don't worry about me winning this time. But we have a 50-50 raffle, and we have a grand prize raffle featuring over $200 worth of picnic items. So
Mm,
it may be a picnic table, some chairs, it could be anything picnic, and over $200 worth of things
mm.
inside of this basket.
Now, first of
Oh, and the Cox family is donating a Westgate Resort getaway.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, see, y'all make sure that you all do that. Not only that, they're also going to get an opportunity to get a signed copy of It Can't Always Be Night. Now, when you read It Can't Be Always Be Night, when you get to listen, Linda, you're going to start. See, what they not going to do is, it's going to amp you up. If you like here, it's gonna jackify you. Like you're gonna be up here, you gonna take it up a notch. You're gonna just be feeling amped for no reason. Like I can't deal with no foolishness right now. I gotta set these people straight. That's how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel like it because it can't always be nice. It's gonna make you feel motivated, inspired to be able to say, you know what, I can go ahead and advocate for myself, right? So make
And
sure you guys go out and get the tickets to the fashion show. Let me say this: if you're not in the Baltimore area, you might be saying, that's right, Jackie Five. Now you may be saying, like, okay, I don't live in the Baltimore area. So what can I do? You can still purchase a ticket. You can still sponsor. Your ticket will go to a family who is less fortunate, who would like to be able to attend something like this. And first of all, Grace Beyond Walls Summer Camps helps to go out to connect and build bridges with children who are being affected by parents who are incarcerated or loved ones who are incarcerated. And there's a deficit there. You're able to make a positive impact, not just to equip these children with skills and life experiences that they wouldn't normally have, but you're also able to put within them the ability to be able to not only be amazing citizens, but future citizens in the kingdom of God. Because this is not only a program that's going to be helping pour in our physical skills, but also spiritual skills. So again, take the children from outside of the cities, allow them to be able to spend time in nature, to build positive relationships and connections, and to be able to have the opportunity to do things that wouldn't readily be accessible to them. What Trivia didn't say is she's charging a very minimal price. It's ridiculous. Believe me, if I went there, all three of my kids would be signed up. Tell you right now, if I was in the Baltimore area, don't you worry, I got your first three kids that's gonna be signed up. But I don't live in Baltimore. So the thing of it is this though. You are going to be making a difference in the life of a child, a life altering difference. These kids are going to carry these experiences with them for the rest of their lives. So go ahead and make sure that you sow into this amazing experience and be able to provide some encouragement, some motivation, and some inspiration for our next generation, because our youth truly are our future and they need more positive interactions. They need more positive experiences, and they definitely need an opportunity to encounter Christ. So make sure that you guys do that on today. Again, those tickets right now are only $65. But again, on May 1st, those tickets are going to be increased. And again, you don't have to be in the Baltimore area to buy those tickets. Jacqueline, our host for this show, she lives in Illinois, and she purchased a ticket. I don't live in Baltimore, Maryland. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I purchased a ticket. So you don't have to be in the Baltimore area. You can also donate and sponsor a child to help to go to summer camp. You can also help to send in supplies. Trivia has an entire list of things that are needed. She's not charging anything for transportation. Some parents need before and after program care they're providing at a deficit to themselves. The volunteers are stepping in, taking on additional hours. And people are just forgoing getting funds. Come on, guys, let's pour into this. She has to feed them because she can't have them there all those hours and not give them anything to eat. In order to get to these, they have to do transportation. You said what happened?
Breakfast, lunch, and 2 snacks.
Girl, I wish I was in Baltimore, but okay. Breakfast, lunch, and 2 snacks. They eating good over there with Trivia. She's gonna feed them babies, and most importantly, she's gonna love on those babies. Trivia is an awesome woman of God. So you guys make sure that you guys help to provide impact for the children in Baltimore, Maryland. That we're able to really kind of surround and nurture them and really bolster this so this program can continue. Trivia has been doing this for years. Years. Since when, Trivia?
This round since 2010.
Can I see my tattoo? 2010.
And
It is.
that's this round. My girls are 20. My baby girls are 22. So I've been doing camp at least about 18 years.
Wow. Wow. So again, guys, they have a proven record within the Baltimore area. They're impacting lives. There's people whose minds and hearts and experiences have been greatly impacted by this. So again, let's go ahead and continue to pour into this phenomenal experience, because not only are you impacting the children for right now, you're impacting them for eternity. So make sure that they can connect with Trivia. You can purchase your tickets at www.eventbrite.com/e missions meets ministry tickets. You can find that there. You can also go to Trivia,
I'm,
www.triviasinspirationalradio.com, and pick up those tickets. Trivia, what were you going to say?
I said I'm gonna make it easier. Just go to Eventbrite and look for the pre-Mother's Day Missions Meets Ministry fashion show. Bright.com and look for missions pre-Mother's Day Missions Meets Ministry fashion show, or www.triviasinspirationalradio.com.
Guys, we hope that you guys have an amazing time. Again, our thoughts and our prayers are with the amazing Jacquiline Cox. We're praying that God continues to bless her and her beautiful family, and that she's feeling better soon. So please, again, keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Send her an encouraging word. If you follow her on Facebook, make sure you send her some goodwill wishes. Also, you can pick up and pre-order her book, Mountains Cannot Rise Without Earthquakes. Make sure that you go over to Young Save Leaders at myshopify.com and get that book, pre-order that book. Also, Jacqueline provides stories. She does an awesome job on promoting. Now, we're all on Trivia's Inspirational Radio. You can come on my show, which is She Said Yes to Herself. You can come on to Laquita's show, which is The Power of Your Story. Any of the other hosts, Jaya's show, and every Miss Mary's show, and somebody else's show. Everybody got shows. But I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody is going to tote your brand, your business, rock your stuff, push your envelope. Tell people, look, you better be tuning into this show because it's getting ready to be fire. I'm coming hot for you on Sunday on Listen Linda. And don't let her pull you into the waiting room. When I tell you she is the host with the most, nobody is going to tote your business or your brands like this woman right here, Jacqueline Cox. We don't have a picture of her, but Jacqueline Cox. Now, I tell you one thing, I have you on my show. Laquita have you on her show, but we ain't going to do all that. You better make sure you book a show with my girl. So go over to www.youngsafeleaders.myshopify.com and book your show with Jacqueline so you can talk about your business and brand with the phenomenal, sensational Jacqueline Cox. I think that's going to be it for today. Trivia, do you have any closing words before we get out of here? And Raven, we just want to thank our producer, Raven.
Yes.
You do an amazing job, Raven. Thank you so very much.
Raven is so amazing. And
Phenomenal. And Raven, your mom is always bragging about you. She's always bragging about you. Okay. I'll let you
and,
handle the first trivia.
and even though Jackie was not on the video, she was definitely in the building. Thank you for letting us take over. I hope we did a good job, because at the end of the day, we're not listening, Linda. We're not coming for you. We're gonna come for Miss Jackie, but we're not coming for everybody else. So I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed everything about it. And I will be getting my books tonight for all three. Well, actually, I'll be getting my books tonight.
Sounds good.
Y'all
See,
better get y'all books.
don't forget, if you order Jackie's book, you get a free ebook copy of Dr. Emma Bagby's Wrong Catch.
And get entered into a drawing to get a ticket for the fashion show.
And don't forget to purchase your tickets for the fashion show, because then Jackie said you can get a chance to win a free copy of It Can't Always Be Night, and possibly get entered into for a contest to win a wedding Westgate staff get those tickets, so make sure that you do that and show proof of purchase. The first 2 people to buy it, they're going to get a Westgate Resort ticket, and make sure you go over to Amazon and get this book right here, the ebook, for only 99 cents. And that's our show on today. We hope you guys had an amazing time. We'll see y'all next week.
Y'all won't see me next week.
Trivia's Inspirational Radio would like to inform you that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in the following show are solely the sentiments of the participants of the show. Trivia's Inspirational Radio Network is not responsible for content. As always, thanks for watching and enjoy the show. Baltimore and surrounding areas, get ready for a day to remember. Saturday, May 13th, 2023, from 1 o'clock p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Join us as we celebrate the Mission Meets Ministry 2nd Annual Pre-Mother's Day Fashion Show. Enjoy the show, lunch, networking, and other wonderful activities. We want to give you an unforgettable Pre-Mother's Day celebration. This amazing event not only provides a special day to recognize and celebrate mothers, but it also gives us the opportunity to contribute to an amazing cause. A portion of the proceeds will go to Grace Beyond the Walls Summer Camp, a camp that serves underprivileged children and families. The show also provides the opportunity to shop with our amazing vendors and the chance to purchase specialty raffle tickets for this momentous occasion. This is not only an event, it's an experience. If you'd like to purchase tickets,